Hi, I'm Daniel Vaughn, and I'm doing a book report on Chasing Lincoln's Killer. It was written by James Swanson, published in 2009 as an autobiography thriller. It's an autobiography thriller because it covers every last thing that John Wilkes Booth and co-conspirators did to plan and kill Lincoln, ranging from trying to find where he'll be in the next month to what he's gonna have for dinner. I chose this book because 1, a lack of options. 2, because it fully immersed the reader by just reading the first 10 pages. And 3, and because who can say no to a book with a mustache like that on the cover of it? I mean, oh my gosh. The setting ran along the lines of something like this.
It was in 1865 after the 4-year Civil War.
The Union against the Confederacy.
Brother against sister. Mother against father. Bloods versus Crips.
I mean, everyone was fighting, honestly. It was friggin' backwards back then. Messed up times. Basically, the country was split. And good old Abraham and Turkey Sandwich Lincoln brought it back together when it needed it the most. And a couple individuals didn't like his ideas and went as far as to kill him because of his ideas.
Okay, we made it this far.
You still probably don't know what half of this book's about. If you have more than 27 chromosomes running through your veins, you should know who killed Lincoln and how he was killed, you insignificant ruffian. In the book Chasing Lincoln's Killer, some reoccurring themes take place. Bleh, 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 bleh. For one, him and his co-conspirators. Freaking those three's names, I don't know how to pronounce them. Well, I do, but like, I want to try. Freaking Sir Rat. What? Basically, they wanted to take out the Union's idol. You know, kill their spirits. In the first chapter of the book, we find out about the initial assassination of Lincoln and what disturbances they may have had in the plan. But as history says, they finally killed him. In the next chapter, it's 1861 when John's rage truly sets in. He even plans to plot to hold Lincoln hostage. But Doth, our pro/antagonist, won't have his days of glory yet. People started catching winds of his plans, and they liked it. In the next couple of chapters, the book starts introducing more co-conspirators. You know, the ones I said earlier. You see, that's funny because I didn't say them. As the crew forms, they start learning about every single thing in Lincoln's life. Where he's gonna be, who he talks to, his play preferences. And with an incredible stroke of luck for them, Booth walked past a guy delivering a presidential letter right on the front step of Ford Theater. In that letter was the date, time, and even seat Lincoln was to be there and to sit on. As their plans grew bigger and brighter, they needed a gun. Not just any gun, but a gun that can be concealed, small, easy disposable, and can kill in one shot. They chose a .44 caliber pistol created by Henry Deeringer from Pennsylvania to fit the exact criteria to kill Lincoln. The assassination goes as follows. As the play goes on, Booth slowly but surely heads to Lincoln's booth. As the audience started laughing at a joke that an actor made, John Wilkes Booth shot and killed Abraham Lincoln with the .44 caliber pistol. Right afterwards, Booth started making his escape. He had to jump on stage, in the process breaking his leg, and he yelled a Latin term meaning that always to tyrants. And he also shouted, "The South is avenged," before running out the back of Ford's Theater, menacing everyone with a knife, only to escape on horseback. After a meeting to hide with Harold, Captain Cox told them to hide in a pine thicket with an experienced spy named Thomas Jones to protect them. They hid there for 4 days until eventually trying to escape to Maryland, only to be cornered in a tobacco barn and eventually that barn being lit on fire by Union soldiers. Harold surrendered while Booth didn't, and he stayed in that barn until they shot him down and eventually killing him. Harold and the other co-conspirators were taken to Washington, D.C. and eventually executed for their crimes. And that is the end of this book's story to tell us. I highly recommend this book, and I enjoyed it very much. A good analogy for this book would probably be the Joker. It puts you in the eyes of the antagonist, and it makes you wonder, should I feel guilty for them? Is it just that the winners write the history books and the losers don't have a say? In this case, it seems quite clear. He killed the president just because of different beliefs. He was so committed to his morals and values that he would throw his life away just for what he calls justice. This book shows that John Wilkes Booth was more than just an assassin, but a man willing enough to stand for what he believes in. And it's up to the reader to decide if his actions were justified mentally or not. After reading the book, it makes me look on life differently. I look into other people's perspectives to see if I'm the one that's truly wrong or it's still them. That seems to be the end of this. I hope I enlightened some of y'all or something. Godspeed.